Dead by Daylight and Vagante.
I played Elden Ring on March, literally last week.
It's just a big game. I want to take a break from it for a bit.
Yeah, I'm underleveled, and I'm trying to figure out ways to level up more. And like,
Have you been to the Weeping Peninsula?
I have no idea where I've been anymore.
Have you been south?
I have been somewhat south.
Have you been to the east?
I just haven't explored like places I haven't discovered yet. More so. So,
well,
like,
there's
the blank parts of the map, which I need
there
to
are
discover.
so many places that I still have not found in like there was a dungeon I didn't realize was there on the Weeping Peninsula until like 2 weeks ago.
Gotcha. There's a lot of things I haven't discovered. Like, I didn't know there were like cemetery type stuff, and I was like,
the catacombs.
Yeah, the catacombs, and I was like, oh, this is where I get the flowers that I need to get good for my spirits.
Yeah, you also get better spirits in them as well.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, God damn it, I have another thing to explore now. How many have I missed? I found 2.
If you ever see a statue of like a hunched over dude with a candle in his hand, he always points towards a catacomb.
I see. I've just guessed. I literally, what I've been doing is I've been doing deduction. I look at the map and I'm like, there's gotta be something right there. I go right there. Like,
yeah.
There's something there.
Yeah, I do the same fucking shit. I don't even mean to stumble across stuff, and it's just like, oh, well, this is a pretty cool item. Wow, this location's neat. This dungeon's far too difficult. Time to leave. This is always.
Yeah. And then, so when I went to the catacomb, I went into the one by the one of the Erdtree avatars. In the
wait, was that the one in Caelid?
Yeah, in Caelid. So I was
because
like,
I know that there's a catacomb right behind the putrid avatar.
I didn't notice. I was like, wait, why is there a glowing door right here that I didn't notice before? I went inside and I was like, oh, this is annoying.
I can't remember if I completed that one or not.
It's not hard, it's annoying. And then I forgot that I didn't know that there would be the cat statue boss thing.
At the Erdtree Burial Watchdog.
Yeah, but there's 2 of them.
Yep, that fight was fucking annoying.
Yeah, I hate him.
You had the melee and the magic one.
Yeah, so what I did is I beat the magic one first. I'm like, okay, I can handle the melee one. So I'm just like, I set to focus the magic one while my spirit takes a couple hits from the melee one. Yeah, it was not difficult, so. Well, it took me like 4 tries, but it was just like, it was annoying. That's all it was.
I have not used the spirits at all, mainly for the fact of every time I do, they just feel super underpowered.
You had to level them up a little bit, then they feel a little better.
I've got the Godric Knights at level 5 or 6.
Oh, I just used the jellyfish.
And they're still useless.
I used the jellyfish, and then during like normal, like when I'm progressing through the story, when I was going through the when I was getting to the academy, I got the puppets, and those are pretty good. They just don't move. Like, they don't move very well. Like, their coding is really bad for movement for some reason.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay. The wolves are okay when there's a bunch of guys. I got the pumpkin head.
Where do you get the pumpkin head? I've been meaning to try and find it, but
he's in one of the catacomb. He's in the catacomb. I just don't remember which one. Because the map is so large, I don't remember which one.
Because I've got Luthel the Headless, I've got Banished Knight Engval.
Did you beat the guy in the beginning?
Which one?
When you use the stone sword key. Pretty much right after the tutorial. Just before you head out. The room with the I don't know if you went in there. It's a room with the guy with the chariot. You have to like kind of sneak around because the chariot's invincible.
Yeah, I took out the chariot. I haven't gone down and actually fought the boss in that area yet because it's
The
one
boss.
of those weird
yeah.
blighted Erd tree worm things.
Yeah, he's really easy. He's really easy.
They're so annoying though. They're
He's annoying.
fucking massive, and the arenas are small enough that if you miss time
Yeah.
anything, and he does that AOE explosion, just dead.
The worst part for me was when he grabs you, because it's really easy to miss time, and he just grabs you anyway, and you're like, oh, well, I took a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
But I beat him second try, yeah, because first time he got me in a corner, I couldn't move, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm dead. So I just kept rolling to try and survive a little bit. Maybe he'll move, and no, he just got me in the corner, and I was like, okay, let's get away from the corner next time. We kill him the next one. Anyhow, enough Elden Ring. I need to beat Kirby first, and I'll play Elden Ring again.
How is Kirby going?
It's fun. It's a really cute game. Like it's very nostalgic. So if you like Kirby, it's very nostalgic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's fun. Some of the God, that tulip on the very first level got me though. I was like, I went back and I got completion for the first 2 worlds because I only finished the 2 worlds.
Mm-hmm.
And God, yeah, it's because I was checking so fast I didn't check the secret places. I was like, God damn it. Finding the Waddle Dees is annoying.
Oh, did you ever find that tulip, by the way?
I did. I found it like
Nice.
2 days ago. Because I went back to, I was like, you know, I'm gonna do this before I stream this game again, and then I did it, and I was like, it's been here the entire time.
It was in a really obvious spot, wasn't it?
It wasn't like a secret place that you have to open up. But-
I'm gonna assume under one of the rocks because they looked like you could just blow them
No,
all
it
up
was,
with bomb.
It was behind like a button gate, and it's at the very beginning, and I couldn't I didn't think about it until I went into the cave again. I saw there's like a little hidden passageway on the side, and I was like, why didn't I see this the first time? It was literally so obvious. I just didn't see it the first time,
Yup.
and I got sad. Anyways, D&D time.
Yeah.
Because the last time we almost died.
We almost died really badly too. Like the ship almost broke. Everybody almost got fucking died.
If the ship broke, everyone would have died.
It was bad.
Yeah, if the ship broke, everyone most likely would have died. Some faster than others, for sure. But you know, yeah, it would have been certain death at that point, because at that point you had the Uguay and then the
With the
King
Uguay, we
Hydra.
had, what was it? The fucking
you had a
King
Hydra,
Hydra.
a smaller.
We had a
version-
bunch of
smaller
narwhals. We had
Yeah,
a couple of squids nearby too at one point.
Yeah, would have tore up everybody.
The Leviathan showed up at the last minute.
Oh yeah, he was there too. I forgot he showed up. You didn't get the Bladefish. That was fun. Like he only missed, I think, 2. It was like yeah, you missed 2. You missed the Bladefish and the Megalodon. Those were fun.
That was crazy.
Yeah, it was a fun one.
Absolute insanity.
Yeah, but now the boat's pretty much fixed. It's like at 400 something HP, so it's pretty much fixed. You guys just use all your supplies to make sure you guys can stay afloat, and you're like, oh, hey, we can actually just fix the ship, pretty much. Okay. Anyhow, last time, the ship almost sunk. They made it from the very beginning. It went pretty well for a while, until unfortunate things happened and the sea took hold of them for a while. But eventually, the crew worked together and made it out, using pretty much all the resources they had. Now they are on the last leg of the journey. Shofa goes from his hiding under the ship and now looks a bit anxious to see his old home that he hasn't seen for what he thinks to be maybe 5 years or so. That beard is longer, by the way. And then, yeah, we're at the last session here. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens to our fellow heroes. Anything you'd like to do, Ballyhoo, for this journey?
Probably rest and figure out what we're doing with these narwhals
Okay.
that seem to be stuck into the ship's hull,
Oh, they're not stuck. They're just flopping around.
flopping around on the deck.
Dwarvy would come up here, and then the nerd would inspect them for a little bit, and they'd just look around and, huh? They'll discuss amongst themselves. Can we do anything with it? Yeah, I don't know. Can we? I mean, I can figure it out. And then they just kind of talk back and forth about it for a while you're resting, and the last leg of this journey is probably about we're probably in like we're more afternoonish time, like maybe like 4 or 5 o'clock. I know, actually no, traversing that took hours, so we're night right now. I just realized because every tick was an hour, and then every time you got delayed was an hour. So yeah, it's pretty much nighttime, where it's like midnight, but like 3 a.m. midnight. It's like dusk.
It's dark out, but starting to
dark
become light.
Yeah. Gallon will, the captain will sail the ship for a while, and everyone else will rest up a bit, just so they get to like a kind of safe place in the water, like where they could assume. And they'll park it, they'll anchor it somewhere in the open sea for a while everyone gets some rest.
Fuck it, I'm gonna try and throw the narwhals back over the ship.
Okay. Seeing that these two can't come to a conclusion what they want, you just throw them over the ship. You're like, oh, well, that's probably the better thing to do.
Splash. Splash.
And when you see them get into the blue water, you see all the red come out of them, and they look somewhat normal for a bit. Then they start to like kind of choke, and they swim as fast as they can back to the red.
Well, that was huh. Pulls out a notebook and starts writing down observations. No fish.
Then we'll go back to the basement.
Evidence.
All right. And everyone will begin to like kind of sleep, taking their own shifts here and there. So you make sure everything is safe on the deck to make sure the sea is actually safe. You know, because after that
Yep.
they're kind of very wary.
Yeah. It was a very interesting first encounter with this new area.
Yep. Yeah, it'll only get interesting, kidding. Okay. And so you guys take a long rest. And it's fine. Everything is fine. Hopefully. Oh, you took a little bit of damage, not that much though.
I took a little bit of damage, not a whole lot,
bit.
but a little bit.
Everyone's pretty much healed.
It was mostly the ship that took damage.
Yeah, the ship is fine now. They take the time to repair it while sailing. And then when they take their shifts to kind of repair it before they go to bed. It's kind of hard to sleep because all you hear is for like the next like 8 hours.
As they repair the ship. No,
Yep, as they repair the ship, all you hear is the the working of hammers and mallets, nails and wooden planks being picked up and tossed around and given to other people, and some shouting here and there, and just hammering away just at different parts of the ship. So sometimes it's a little louder than others, like sometimes it's right next to your room or right where your head is. But other than that, 8 hours has passed, and now is about almost noon again. The sun is real high. And once everyone's awake, before Gallon steers the ship again, he'll attend to his crew and everyone and look to see if everyone's alright. Asking, alright, everyone ready for the last leg?
Aye, Captain.
Alright. Surprised we made it out of there. But we wouldn't be the best crew around in Galax if we didn't survive that.
We'll make for a hell of a story when we get back.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever we get back, hopefully. Let's hope another one of those surfing things comes by and crosses the other side and we can just fish our way across. Though I don't know if I want to sail that sea again.
Agreed.
And then yeah, then they would start sailing for the next few hours. A while, just keep going and going and going. You see Shofa is on the deck, just nervously pacing about. Just back and forth, back and forth. As time goes on, probably the most you've ever seen him move. He's the most anxious you've ever seen him. He's a pretty anxious person.
Something wrong?
I'm just not sure if people will remember me when I'm there. They might think I'm dead.
Well,
heck, they might think they probably do think I'm dead.
and imagine their surprise when they find out you're not.
I don't even know if the people I knew are there anymore. Do you have family?
Oh.
Do you have family, Blue Man? Ballyhoo?
Hold on, I gotta think. Yes. An obscure fishing town. Somewhere in dark water.
That's fine. Yeah.
He's got his family. His parents are up there.
Just somewhere.
Few cousins.
Yeah.
Maybe a
This-
sibling.
They're somewhere watching over you while you fish. They're not dead. I'm just saying they're somewhere in the town watching you fish.
They kept an eye on me while I was growing up. Made sure that I was learning what I needed to, doing what I should, making sure I caught fish the right way.
Okay.
You would not believe how many times I've had a fish hook through my hand.
Sounds painful.
Quite. And he looks at his scarred up hands.
I struggle whenever I step on a rock every so often. Imagine getting pierced by something.
Doesn't have to imagine.
I've literally been pierced and thrown around by shit. And then he'll just look to the distance. I wonder if my family's still alive, or if they missed me when I was gone.
Well, if they did, they'll be certainly surprised to see you back.
I'm still a young man. I know my hair's white now just from all the stress. At least I think I'm a young man.
How old are you, by the way?
Last time I checked, I was, like 30, 31.
Nods.
Last time I checked. But last time I checked, I had black hair and shorter hair. And not a beard. I had better clothes. My God. How long was I in that creature?
Hard to know.
Hard to know, indeed. Anywho, I wonder how Arcanox was faring when I was gone. Either way, I guess we'll find out when we get there. And so you sail. You sail, you sail, and you sail. Taking about a whole day to get through. Taking your breaks here and there when you need to. Because it's not good to sail all day, if you can help it.
Just put the sails in the wind and let the breeze carry us.
Yep. When night comes, the captain will keep an eye while he does so, but some merriment is to be had, as it is soon approaching that you guys think you guys are gonna get there. As Shofa kind of is familiar with the way, the way here. You start to think maybe Shofa was kind of a seafarer at one point, but you're not quite sure. But he does seem to know his way around the sea quite a bit, at least here. But yeah, an evening of merriment will happen while you guys sail. The waitress serves grog and other types of alcohol to everyone on the ship, and the chef makes food out of the fish that you have fished up.
Excellent.
And you guys kind of have a shared toast for the night. On to new discoveries.
Mm-hmm.
To new stories. To new experiences. And to finding the biggest catch.
Always. There is always a bigger fish. And I will find the biggest one if it takes me to the ends of the earth.
Just gonna go to different planets and yeah, that's a big one. I don't even think that was a fish anymore. Bally's next goal is not even just fish anymore, it's just big things.
If it's big and it looks relatively close to a fish, I'm gonna get it.
You're gonna find a planet that is a fish one day. You're like, I gotta fish the planet. Is this Quirg? No, it's not Quirg. Anyhow, and so you finally make it to your voyage. Let me just copy everything. Man, it's hard to copy a ship too. I can make it a token and copy it too. Actually, I'll do that. Here, time to make the ship a token. Uh-oh.
Everybody's gone!
The ship is just crushing everyone. Don't worry.
Rip.
Go. So, you guys make it. Before I just describe Arcanox a bit. You guys near the port. You guys start to see a landfall in the distance.
Land ho!
A bunch of different buildings and such. buildings that are the navigator would point out as he is the one with the spyglass, looking more developed than what you guys are used to. Not to say they're futuristic, but more so they're more advanced in a different era. In a way, I couldn't find a good map for this, so that's why I'm just trying to describe it now.
The place definitely looks foreign.
Yes, it looks foreign, but it also looks ahead of its time. Ahead of your time. I'm gonna make the ship in the background again. It does not look good as a token. There we go. And as you guys get closer and closer, the navigator seems to notice there's no people there. I see a port. We can start heading there, but I see no people on the port, on the docks or anything.
Odd. Typically, there's people there.
But Shofa will try and pipe up and try and give some kind of hope. Maybe they're all inside today for some reason. Maybe it's really hot.
No, it's quite balmy out.
Yeah, well, maybe the dock workers had the day off or something. Who knows?
Possibly.
Anyhow, we
Any holidays?
Quite a few. I'm not sure what day it is today. I've been stuck in a giant hydra for
True.
God knows how long. And you keep approaching and approaching, and you start to see it. You see the buildings in a closer view, and you're like, wow, these are almost different. Like you've probably seen Minstrel a couple times here and there as an adventurer. Looks like Minstrel's like arcane style buildings, but a little more a little more advanced than that. You think these buildings are somewhat made with magic or some kind of arcane properties to them, and they almost look steampunkish in a way, slightly.
Combining magic with metal. Interesting.
But as you keep approaching and get closer, you do see there's no people around at all. And
There's a very concerning factor considering we're in a port town. Port towns are typically a place of hustle and bustle.
and you see that when you get a closer look, you start to see the buildings have like nature covered on them, like vines and like overgrown, like they haven't been tended to in a while.
I think the port's been abandoned.
What?
Look points at all of the overgrowth.
What happened here?
Only one way to find out, and that's to make port and investigate.
And eventually, you guys finally make port. The captain a bit hesitant. Well, the captain excited to see this new place, but a bit wary of what's happening here. There's no people. Seemingly to be abandoned, and well, there's no other dock workers, so it's kind of just like, well, we gotta park this big ship by ourselves here. And so you park eventually, and I don't have a port, and I don't have a good representation of the city, but I have this. The water's not green. It was my way of making it easier to make it more apparent that there is kind of like an overgrowth thing happening.
Still loading.
Okay. You'll see green water. It's not green.
Loading map. What's left of it? Oh, hello.
You see it?
Yep.
Okay. So you see it. You're closer. The port is empty. You kind of see like the some of the wood has rotted away in some points of the port of the docks. No one's tended to this in a while. You see, as you look closer into the city itself, you see, yep, some of those buildings are definitely overgrown with vines and nature of some sorts. There are trees growing out of the windows. And, some of the crew will just stay on the ship, for sure, as they attend to it and to make sure, but some will travel around with you. And they're in the basement looking out the window and saying, oh my gosh, why is this place so technically advanced? So probably he'll travel with you.
Oh yeah, I forgot there's now a window in the bottom of the ship.
Yeah. The first man in Gallon will stay on the ship, or the Pirate King will stay on the ship. And Dwarf will also stay to make sure to do repairs and stuff.
Yep.
So you have Shofa and a nerd.
Excellent. Off on an adventure we go.
Eventually you go. And you get to the port. So it's pretty much this is the port, not the beach. But the beach is connected to the port. So I guess you could definitely stop on the beach if you want to.
We docked the ship. While they're doing last minute repairs and getting it ready to go in case anything bad happens, the three of us make for land and going to investigate the town. Because things are weird.
Shofa will...
These guys. I cannot move them.
Oh, you don't have permission. That's right, my apologies. Let me do that. I forgot. I have to give up ownership. She actually moves things. Okay, you move Shofa now. Nerd. Here you go. You can move the nerd now. Yeah, if you just move them together, they'll follow you. But Shofa will stop for a bit and he'll pick up some of the sand, and it feels rough, rather coarse, not soft like sand should be. What happened here? How long was I gone?
I don't know.
I don't remember the city looking like this. Well, at least this city looking like this. I knew we were making advances, but not
Well,
this
yeah,
quickly.
but any reason for the townsfolk to leave.
He shakes his head. I don't believe so. They were making advances all over in Arcanauts, and the goal was to make the city look like this, minus the plants. Maybe the gardeners went on vacation?
I don't
And everyone
think it
else?
was just the gardeners.
Nerdle. Shofa, you're a bit weird. Just move him with you if you want. Just grab on anywhere. They'll take in the sights, and the nerd taking notes of the architecture of this place, even though there has been overgrowth. The architecture is still quite impressive. Nothing you've seen in Galax before.
Absolutely not. This place is crazy. Whole new continent.
Roll me perception check.
Roll perception check. Let's see here. Boom.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh wait,
did it?
it did all of them. Hang on. Boop boop. 0 0 bup 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 bup.
Wait, what are they at -5? What happened?
I don't know why they're at acrobatics.
You know, I don't care. It doesn't matter. They don't have good perception anyway. It's not
It's
wise.
because
He's
of them all selected, so it
Oh.
did everything for all three of them.
Oh, gotcha. You can just, yeah. You don't have to worry about rolling for them. They don't have good perception. He's smart, not wise. and he's so
He's just in shock that his hometown is now
is
abandoned and
happened.
overgrown.
So you take a look around, and you see, now that you're in the city, you start to see symbols and such, and you're like, huh, that symbol looks familiar. Is that the... It looks almost like a symbol from Minstrel, but
What?
changed.
No. Nuh-uh. No. I'm gonna point it out to the nerd.
The nerd
What
will
can you
look-
make of this symbol? Looks kind of familiar to me.
That looks almost like the flag. The flag's a symbol for Minstrel, but it's been altered. Perhaps others long before us have traversed here. Perhaps. If so, that's a new discovery. Perhaps this place was here before even ours existed. Or, perhaps this place was already discovered, but no one ever made it back. Or no one wanted to come back. Two possibilities. Interesting. And as you keep looking, you really don't see any people. At all. No bones. No footsteps.
What about the stalls? Are they still set up, or are they just empty?
The stalls are set up. Some of the wares are like knocked over. Some of them are empty. The ones that are knocked over, you don't think there was like an attack or something, because it didn't look like there was a struggle or anything like that. But the ones that are empty, it does look like they packed up and left, maybe.
Any of the produce still like consumable?
No, the produce are rotted.
Unfortunate. Oh well, continuing on. What happened here? Where would be a good spot to start investigating? The well! Oh, did not mean to open that up. Boop. Boop.
This place is strange. Jofa says.
You're telling me. You're the one that lived here.
I did. But it
I'm
was
gonna go
never
over and
this-
look down the well.
This strange though. They go along behind you, and when you look down, you see there's a bunch of plant life down there. You don't think there's water anymore, unless you think you don't see any water. You see a bunch of vines, and when you look down, you see one of the vines comes out of the well, just
Ah!
nice big one, just and it flops out. It's not like it doesn't, hit anything. It just
That's not normal.
oh my gosh, the plants are alive here.
I'm gonna pick up a stick. I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna poke the vine.
When you poke at it, it doesn't move.
Poke it again and again.
Just keep poking it.
Poke,
Nothing-
poke.
Nothing seems to happen, but you kind of see it like kind of digging into like the concrete / like stone of the floor, like it's trying to root itself or something.
I cast Create or Destroy Water inside the well. I'm going to create water and fill the well.
So you do, and you start to see another vine come out over here, and another vine come out over here, another one come out over here.
Like I'm genuinely lost on this. I am not a smart character. This is
Exactly.
what
this
the
is fun.
fuck.
This
This
is
is
fun.
crazy. This is so very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Shofa will be surprised and a bit taken aback, just not sure what the heck is going on either. What? Wait. What? We need to get to some kind of magical study of some sorts. I think maybe they have clues for us.
Would this town have a library, Shofa?
Most likely, a lot of people in Arkanox were scholars, and proficient in magic of some sort.
Well, as
Except me.
as the local resident, lead the way.
I'll try and lead you. Hearing about knowledge, the nerd perks up a little bit and feels a little more excited, like a kid at a candy store.
Mm-hmm.
You guys kind of go through all the debris here, and you see all these vines and stuff growing on these things, and some of the doors are busted down because of the plants and stuff. And you think Shofa doesn't quite know the way because he hasn't been around in a long time. And maybe things have changed. He's kind of just walking in circles for a little bit, and then eventually kind of like gets to a place that he thinks is a library. He's like, okay, yeah, perfect, right here. And then this is not a representation of the town, but you see like a large, somewhat tower of sorts, almost like an arcane tower. And the door is kind of, he's trying to push on the door and he can't quite open it.
Shoulder.
And you put your shoulder against it. What do you like to tackle the door?
Like, I'm just gonna try and force the door open with my shoulder, yeah.
It's a bit hard to push with just your shoulder alone. You're like, maybe someone's blocking it. What's happening?
Put my weight into it.
And Baliu says he's fat. He starts leaning all his weight into it.
Ignore that. Gotta step back. Get a little bit of a running start and slam.
All right, roll me athletics. Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
I can't believe Inkwood didn't load of dice today.
I am just as surprised as you are.
You didn't know he put the loaded dice mod in.
I am just as surprised.
I forgot to change the music. But yeah, you think you finally get it through, and you see right when you break through, you bust the door down. You see the plants were starting to like grew around the door. That's why it was so hard to bring down. But you go so hard, you kind of push the door into the wall, and you're like, and then you finally take a look around, and you're like, wow, there's a lot of plants in here. And Shofa and everyone will blink and look around as well.
I'm gonna yawn and then pull out the don't actually yawn. I'm gonna pull out the sword, fishing pole sword, just in case something needs to get cut.
I'll just start hacking away. Start hacking
just
away.
In case.
Gotcha. Well, you see, like the stairs is kind of blocked by some of the plant life. It makes it a little hard to walk if you're not normal. If you're kind of a normal person, so you think like, oh, that's probably a good place to start, at least for the walkways.
Chop the walkways up, make it traversable.
And so you do. You chop some of it, and you keep chopping, and you make it traversable for Shofa and the nerd. His name being Dr. Tools.
Dr. Tools.
Dr. Tools. If you ever asked him his name, he'd be like, the name is Dr. Tools. Tools, Dr. Tools. I was a doctor before I became mad.
Mad Dr. Tools. Even better.
And they'll start looking around, and Roll me an investigation.
Investigating.
While you guys start looking for clues.
14.
Okay, he's not using little dice. We're okay.
Dude, I'm still. I don't understand.
Two in
I
a row.
really don't.
Two
I
in a
never
row.
get this lucky.
That's
Ever.
fair. Dr. Tools will make his roll for investigation. Okay. He is just so fascinated by this building. And Shofa will make his roll for investigation. He is also just in awe of everything that is happening. So I guess you're the best person to look right now. It takes a while, but you're looking around for clues, and some of the books are not in the greatest shape these days. But they're not in the biggest shape the best shape these days. And bit old. If you look around, you're like, maybe these are. You think these are older than when Shofa was in that King Hydra? You think Shofa's been in that King Hydra longer than he thinks?
Check records. If I can find anything with a date on it.
You start looking around for papers and such. You think an Arcane Tower would probably have that, right? Because wizards and stuff keep records of things here and there.
Yeah, keeping an eye out for bookshelves, anything that could be useful. Just looking for anything that may give an insight into what happened here.
And so you this tower is about maybe 15 floors high. So there's
Damn.
It's a very tall tower.
Very tall tower.
So you check each floor and you see like, oh, one is storage, one is where you think treasures would have been, but all the treasures are gone. Like treasure / like magical stuff. It's all gone. You don't think it was stolen, doesn't think it was pillaged or anything, so you think that you at least think the people in here got out. Or so you think. You go into
No
another floor.
skeletons.
No skeletons. No blood. No dried blood. No skeletons. You see another floor. Just like books where you found the books before. You see another floor with more books. Another floor with more books. You see like a alchemist place. All these floors are covered in plants, by the way. And then you finally find like the top floor, where you think where the headmaster's quarters would be, or like the lead researchers would be. The top floors, and they're a bit harder to get into, but you finally make your way into them, and Shofa and the nerd get in there with you. Look around, find some records, and find some.
Perfect.
And, you see like research reports in a way, kind of like the progress of the city, and you see a date which you don't really recognize because it's like in a different like calendar system that you're not
Yeah, that's
familiar
right.
with.
Everything is foreign. I don't understand anything here.
Yep.
Giving most
And-
of the findings I dig up to Shofa so he can read and possibly translate.
And then you see Shofa and you're like, yeah, he can probably read that.
Hey, what's this say?
Oh, what?
I
Oh.
can't read it.
Oh, right. You're somewhere else. That's correct. He'll take it, and he'll look. Then he'll look as pale as a ghost, and he'll drop the paper. What year is it?
What
Oh wait,
year
I
is
would
it?
know that. Hold on.
What year is it?
You think okay? From what year it is currently? Let me make sure I have this correct. I believe it's either a 7 or an 8, but I don't remember which 7 or 8. Let me just check to make sure. I have to look in the deeper notes. The year you'd know Ballyhoo would be 782.
Shofa asks what year it is. Year 782.
That's in your year, correct?
Yeah. Why? What's
Um,
yours say?
he'll point to his paper and he'll point to the number of where the year would be, and it says 759.
You were in that thing a lot longer than we thought. Wait, I'm so confused now. Nothing makes sense.
No wonder it was
It's so confusing.
No wonder it was so big. I wonder how long that thing was in your waters for. No wonder I saw so many different type of uniforms and people. And he'll read out the paper, and he'll pretty much explain. This one it's just research on a progression of the town and such. But in this entry, it says there was the concerning creatures that came about while developing or finishing development of the town. Then Shofa will look around the room a bit panicked, and there's gotta be other things here besides paper. Take a look around, Ballyhoo, would you?
We'll go back and check out the alchemist station.
Okay. And so you do. You check out the alchemist station. The nerd will pick out stuff up here, as it is the place where all the nerds are.
Does the alchemy station look as though it is overgrown?
A little bit, but roll me an investigation. See if you can find
Investigation, let us go. And if I can find the button, there it is, boom. Oops.
A lot of plants covering a lot of things right now. The table is covered in plants and everything, but after a while looking, it takes you a while, but you finally catch it, and you're like, oh, there's a little like book where this branch is covering, and so you kind of just try and wedge it out, and you're like, this fuck being nice about this. You cut it,
Mm-hmm.
you cut it open. And you're like, okay, got the book.
We'll thumb through the book as he returns to his allies.
You thumb through the book and you look around into it, seeing if you're able to read. And there's some entries you can read and some entries you can't read.
I will read the entries I can.
The entries you can read are in common.
Excellent.
The common you know.
Ah, excellent.
And it says, you think this is like a diary of some sorts. You see the day 1 is also, it's in have to think back. I have to do some reverse math here. It's in 7. No, it's not 7. It is 7. No, I had to do math. Oh my gosh. 710.
710.
710.
Okay.
You know, it's 72, so that's 72 years.
Old entries.
Mm-hmm.
Very old entries.
And from what Shofa has told you, you think this is older than he is.
Oh, well, from the layering of dust and how overgrown the plants are, this place looks like it's been abandoned for decades upon.
A few.
Yeah.
A few decades at least. But you read through it and you see it's the common you know for a while, or maybe about. You don't think this person wrote every day. You think they wrote every once in a while, a few months down, and it was irregular. You know how most some people keep their diaries. They're like, oh, I write when I feel like it, when
Yep.
I'm feeling something. So it's like that. And the first entry is, well, we finally made it here to, we finally made it here to this place that we discovered. We're trying to get away from something, and I think we finally did. So I'm glad for that. We can start a new life here.
But what were they trying to get away from is the question. We'll
And then
flip through the journal to see if there's any more indication onto what the thing they were trying to get away from was.
You get onto the parts you can read, and you get to an entry that's maybe like 6 years old. 6 years after the first day. That's still in common. And you're just like, there have been sightings of the thing we're running away from. Something covered in black? I hope it doesn't discover we're here again, or else we're gonna have to move again.
We'll return to Shofa and hand him the journal.
Okay, you go back upstairs, and you go up like 3 flights of stairs. You're like, God damn, why do they make this place so goddamn tall?
So many stairs.
If they're so advanced, they could have made some kind of system that pulled you up the floors.
Found a journal.
Oh, okay.
Apparently they were trying to escape something clad in black.
Black. I've heard stories.
Could only read a few of the entries.
Oh. You could read some of these?
A few of them are written in common.
No. Huh.
Most of them are written in a language I don't understand, or are just so scratched they're just illegible.
Upon a closer inspection of the things that are more legible that you can't read, you think it's a dialect of Common.
Either way, I can't figure out what it says.
You can't figure it out because it's like you think they developed a new language here. In some way, but that was common, but not your common. Or you think it's an old
There are
language.
terms and words that I don't recognize. I can't make heads or tails of it.
And she starts to read through and skim through some of the entries. And this one's a love note. This one is... Oh, they got their heart broken over here.
Oh, poor bastard.
Oh, well, I think they got married at one point.
Oh, good for him. Or them. Or her.
Oh.
Whomever.
Yeah, who knows? They didn't list the name. And he keeps going through. Oh. I've heard stories of a creature clad in black that the town was trying to keep away from before, but I didn't think it was true. I I believe the advances in the city were to help others here rather than protect ourselves against said creature. But it seems the creature came at one point, and all of the citizens either got killed or went into hiding. Disintegrated even. Though that creature clad in black was said to become green, sprouting all this nature about and I guess returning the people to nature in a way. That is what's listed here.
So we're dealing with some kind of plant monster?
It would seem so. I'm not quite sure. However, it seems the beast has been quelled. It appeared to destroy the towns and... well, this one at least, and moved on. I'm not quite sure what happened here. But it seems I'm old.
This is all very strange and interesting. Like, no way to know.
Oh,
I
I
don't
found
know
something.
What did you find?
I found something. I found the message. It's an arcane message. He'll walk over. He'll, do his little waddle over as a gnome.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll bring it out of his hands. Looks like a little coin, kind of like a not a coin, but it's a round object with a button in the middle in a way. And he starts to channel some magic into it. And you hear a voice.
We listen.
I'm trying to think of a voice.
Aha!
I had to think if this person is old or not. That's why. This person would be old, yeah. Hello? Can anyone if anyone hears this, the port town of Archinox has fallen. We developed somewhere we shouldn't have. But we found a way out. Hopefully, somewhere we can survive. Hopefully. We're hoping it doesn't follow us again. That thing's been following us for centuries. I remember my father and his father and his great-grandfather either trying to fight this thing or escape for generations. Whatever it is old. It's not happy that we're here. But as we continue to advance, I think our chances get a little better. Just a little. But I'm not sure if anyone will see this message. This is me just trying to comfort myself, hoping that everything will be okay. At least I can hope. If anyone does see this, we tried to find a new place, a new continent. For now, we're trying to lay about and kind of hide underground in a way. If you can find the entrance, then good. If not, well, if we're not there underground, then, well, you can always assume we're gone. then it stops.
Sounds like they had a rough time of it.
I guess. I guess so. Why was I gone for all this? Why? I couldn't have been here. I don't know if my family's here anymore. My mother. I hope she's alive. Though she's probably very old. My sister's probably very old as well if she made it out as well. Perhaps there are more messages in here.
Possibly. We'll continue to search.
The nerd will also look as well, and Shuffle will look around as well. A bit disheartened hearing about all this and the whole culture shock of what is happening right now, because it's pretty much like Captain America just woke up but never went to sleep.
Well, I mean, he went across the
He
water
went across
to a whole
another
new
place.
continent, only to come back years later and find his hometown abandoned and overrun, and everyone he loves and knows probably dead.
It's like
It
Captain
was
America.
a horrible realization.
It's like Captain America was alive the entire time through World War II, and he didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then it happened again, and oh my gosh. And he actually grew old. Let's see. Roll me an investigation. Because the nerd is not doing it today. So
Neither am I.
either. Let's see if Shuffle finds anything. He might. He has no. It takes a while. You guys are gonna be in. You guys are in here for a few hours. You guys think, and you look around. You finally start to think like maybe I should start clearing out some of these plants. It's a little easier to look, and since you can't find anything, you're just like, I'm just gonna start clearing plants a little bit here and there and become a weed whacker.
Yep. Starts chapping away.
And,
Pulls out the fillet knife he stores in his boot for the finer plants that he can't get out normally.
And you get some of it out, and the nerd points out some of these plants are magical in a way. At least some of them, not all of them. But you guys keep looking for a few hours. You finally find some old entries and such that go into more detail of what happened here. It was sudden, very sudden. It's almost as though the world collapsed in on itself, almost despite their advancements that came about. You think they discovered a place across the edge of the world, back to where you guys were. So you think they discovered your place. So you think they're gonna head out over there. So you think they're gonna head to Galax. So if they haven't made the voyage yet, I mean, you think they might still be here, underground maybe. Some more detailed instructions of how to get underground and such, and where exactly they are, what to look out for. But as the nerd looks around and everything too, is like everything here is functional. If we wanted to make a safe voyage back, we could technically live our days here for a little bit and upgrade the ship. We would need to upgrade the ship to make traverse back anyways if we're gonna go across the edge of the world again.
That sounds like what we should do then.
But for now, we could try and find the people here if they are still here. They're gonna need a bigger boat if they are still here.
Underground?
Underground. Hopefully.
Anyway,
some more entries pop up, and you think there were different hiding spots they thought of. Underground. Underground was the first choice, and the mountains was maybe a second one. You think a third, like, emergency option was to live out on the water, but that would almost be impossible, given they probably wouldn't have enough supplies to supply that long. And eventually they would probably be overrun by something on the water.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of beasties that live down there.
So you think you don't think the fishing here is very good, or like you don't think fishermen as is a profession here? You think they're called like monster hunters or something? Sea hunters of some sort, I guess. Sounds like your type of place in a way.
Yeah.
But yeah, no one's here. There's like a detailed drawing of what said creature looks like. It just looks like a it's a Groot. Not Groot. It looks like kind of like a tree monster in a way, with an aura to it, like a black aura with green tints. So it's a colored drawing, colored paint. I think it's one of them, but you think it's very big.
Interesting.
You start looking around, like, hey, maybe underground's probably the first place we should check. And there's a hatch somewhere in this wizard tower that you think you can go through.
We go through the hatch. We'll find it. We'll go through it. We'll check on the underground.
And you look around, and you just keep looking around for a while, and the nerd will report back to the ship. He's like, I'm gonna head back to the ship and let the captain know that we're probably gonna be here a while.
We'll nod and continue his search.
Hopefully he makes it back alive. He doesn't seem concerned. He makes it back to the ship, you think. Jofo will follow you as he has nothing better to do, and he's technically now home. And you head to the basement, where all the magic items were stored, you think. And you just keep looking around. It's like, it should be in here somewhere. And you finally find like a indentation in the wall where you can press into it, and it opens up like a ladder of sorts. This place, you can see the magic eke out of it. Like, it's almost like a protection magic in a way. And there's no plants.
Well, that's some strong magic if it's visible.
Yeah, you get down there and you're like, okay.
Well then, away we go.
Go down, you see it's dark, but you have dark vision, so you can look around. Shofu can't see shit.
I actually don't think I have dark vision. Hang on.
You do. Your water
You can actually get dark vision?
I believe so. Wait 1 second.
I do not.
You don't? Okay, it's really dark for you as well.
I will attempt to light a torch.
So you light a torch. And you light a torch, you look around, and there's no one really there, you think, but it is a kind of like a pathway that goes for a while.
Down, down, down into the blackness.
And keep going until you can't see where the ladder was anymore. And then you see kind of like an opening place. You see the remains of some people. You don't see like a whole town's worth of people. You see like remains of some. No plants to be seen, but you just think they just didn't make it.
I've gotta be right back. Really gotta use the restroom.
You're all good. I will stream. I am chilling. This is a strange session today. This one's a little different. So yeah. Equals in the bathroom. Because I killed him. But yes. This session's a bit weird because this one... Yeah. Things happened. Oh, man. I can't believe Inkle's dead. I killed him. I can't believe it.
I am back.
Welcome back. Okay. So you see the remains of people. All the wizards, you think, though? Only a group of them. Or at least magic users. Not really a whole town's worth of people, at least. You think those are the people who were at least able to cast the spell that kind of protected this place a little bit. Other than that, nothing really here. Chofa looks astonished and vomits. Well, it's good we didn't find everyone.
It's still unfortunate that we found him like this, though.
Yes, but it's... yeah, true. But, well, It's better than finding a whole town's worth of people in one hole.
Mm-hmm.
So let's head up. I guess we should look for other places, I guess. So we'll go with you and head up from the hatch. And he'll take it to a good place to maybe hide if something were to happen.
Sounds
And-
like a plan.
Yeah, no. We'll exit the building and think to himself, man, okay, so if that's a small hole, where will the big one be?
The town hall?
Fair. It's a fair assumption. So heading that way. And then as you start heading towards the middle there, you start to see like the whole, not the whole crew, but at least the captain comes in, the first mate, Dwarvy. But everyone else kind of stays on the ship to keep watch. We'll approach and come in and join you guys. So we heard everyone is dead.
As far as we can tell.
Oh shit. How you holding up there, weakling? Holding now? And then people not people. Why is this guy snapped? Okay, here we go. They'll help you guys with investigating, and the dwarvy looks around with a purpose. He looks like he's looking for materials to grab to try and upgrade the ship if he needs to, and also what the first mate is doing as well. Well, we came here because there in the basement told us to look around for things we could probably use for the ship. Gave us kind of an ETA of how long it'd probably take as well. At least for a safe journey, anyway.
And how long did he say?
Probably a year or so.
Well, we'll have plenty of time to investigate the town further then.
Yep, we probably have plenty of time to investigate this whole region. In a year. Anyways, I'm here to help you look for people. They're here to look for materials, I guess. You know, he's actually made of metal, and he works with metal. I'm here to be muscle, I guess.
I have no idea where to start looking.
So good stuff. We'll start walking around and wandering. And we'll go back to this well and think. You think they could have gone down there?
Scratches his head, looks at the well.
It's covered in plants right now.
I mean, it might be possible.
There's worth a shot. We can try and blow it up or something. The captain will bring out a
Problem with the well is I filled it with water and it's full of plants.
yeah. Hey, perfect. You put water in there. You know, I can probably do that thing again. The thing where I do the water thing. He'll raise up his axe and do that, shooting an entire geyser of water out. And the plants will come flying out as well. Just
Well, that's one way to clean out a well.
all right. He'll look down. It looks empty. Now. You think people would scream if something like that would happen, right?
Probably.
I don't know. Push. I'm kidding. He doesn't push him. Shofu will look over and... Is there a way for us to get down, maybe? How do people go down wells? How do people get out of wells?
We could make a rope out of all the dead vines.
True. That's thinking on your feet, Ballyhoo.
Or pulls out a length of rope from his
Actual
tackle
rope.
box. We could just use rope.
Actual rope. Or, or you just put a hook on him and just push him down there. Oh, sure. Well, yeah, the pirate king will look around for someone to fasten the rope to. And seeing how there's nothing too close, like the buildings are probably the closest things right now. He'll just very strongly push a metal rod into the ground. Just. All right, see how strong. Let's see how strong he puts it into the ground. All right, that thing's pretty secure in there. He'll hammer it in almost like a pitten. This is a really big pitten. Then he'll tie the rope to it. All right, you guys go down first. I'll keep an eye on this.
Climbs down the rope.
Okay. Shofu being nervous. Shofu will tie himself to you. And then you guys go down this dark well. So you light a torch again, probably. There you go. And you look around, and this well is bigger than you thought it was. You see where the roots of the plants were, at least. Before, they kind of got cleared out by Gallon. And you look around and you see, oh, wow, this well is pretty big. So you look around, and it goes into different tunnels of sorts. You think this is why the water doesn't... You think this is why there's no water in here anymore. You think when you filled it up, you only filled it up to like maybe halfway through the well, and the plants kind of were stuck inside it. So it kind of made like a pool of sorts. But eventually, you find a place where like a cave of sorts. Like an underwater cavern where they were storing a large ship. Or at least materials to make a large ship. You think you see the makings of a hull being formed, but it was never finished. No people around, and you look through the other cave systems, and you see maybe the remnants of where people were. You see old fires that haven't been started in years.
Any notes, any journals left behind, indicators as
Old
to where they may have
tents.
gone.
Old tents and stuff, but really make notes. More so, you look around more, and you finally find like something. You're like, oh, hey, this is maybe another civilization that lived here. You think they went into different groups of sorts, and they all like reconvened to try and build this boat that is nowhere near completion. And you finally find like another one that has like kind of notes and is a little more built. So you think this is where all the builders were. It almost looks like another city underneath, just a mini town of sorts. It is also abandoned, but you do see notes. It looks like our escape plan didn't work. Oh, well, you give it to Shofa and Shofa will read it out loud. It looks like our escape plan didn't work. Looks like, we just have to keep moving. We can't just stay in one place. If we do, we'll die, I guess. But... There's a noise, sorry. But... Well, we'll find a way. We'll find a way. For now, if anyone can finds this, use the materials however you like. And, just assume those in Akanax have fallen.
Sound like they've all been given up.
It's almost like Dark Souls. You know, it's kind of the atmosphere that's going right now. A lot of despair going on.
Very somber.
Somber,
Very
despair.
dark.
Everyone is dead, you know?
Hopeful pessimism.
Hopeful pessimism, yep. Well, there is a chance they probably made it out, I think, but seems like it's dwindled from then. You see, the year for this note wasn't too long ago, maybe about 6-7 years ago. So if there's a chance, it was a while ago.
We might be getting closer to them. Finding out what really happened.
We don't think
But-
they're here anymore, is the thing.
No one is here to ask.
Yep.
So we will never know.
Well, best thing we can do is, I think at least, is secure what we can and build that boat. Maybe we can find people along the way here. We should probably let the captain know that we found materials we can use without deconstructing the town. What's
Yes,
left of it.
that would be good.
Yes. How do we get up?
Starts climbing back up the rope.
you leave Shuffle behind. He tries to tie himself to you real quick. You climb up easily enough. It's nothing too bad. And you see that Gallon will see from the outside that the rope tightens, so that you think someone's pulling on it. So he'll start to pull both of you up.
Excellent. There's a bunch of materials down there in the caves.
Oh, good. Well, I can at least tell Dwarvy and the nerd that we don't have to look very far. That's good. Where did they go? Where did I put them under right there? See them just over there, just looking around. But well then. So what's the plan, you think?
Start working on the ship. Get it ready for traversal back. Investigate the town slightly further. And we have a year.
You have a year?
We could explore the continent, see if there's anyone
Or anything? Or anything, yeah.
or anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. This is where I'll mark the end of this one. As a year timescale will happen for Ballyhoo. Where I can write things out. And
Hell
things
yeah.
that- And investigate. And see if you can find people and get that ship made, and a year timescale will happen for Ballyhoo, and when a year happens, then Ballyhoo will try and make the voyage back. In a safer route, most likely, or the option for the Bloody Sea is also a thing again.
As much
But
as I want
safer.
to go back there and fight that Oogway again. No.
Ballyhoo trains for a year to fight that Oogway.
No.
he 1v1s it. He makes his own boat. I'm gonna fight this Oogway.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. But yes. And so the mystery of Arcanux was never really discovered at first landing. However, it can be said that Ballyhoo did find his biggest catch this day. The biggest catch of a mystery that was left unturned.
The mysteries of an unknown continent that
Mysteries
lies
of-
across the sea.
Mysteries of an unknown ancient discovery that was left undiscovered and lost in time. In a world that's almost seems like it was destroyed from the inside out. But finding the biggest catch isn't just about finding the biggest fish. It's about the adventure along the way.
Mm-hmm.
And also finding the biggest fish too.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll find it.
You'll get there. But this
I
marks the
wanted to
end.
find the most exotic fish I could.
Technically,
because
you technically
I
did
heard
versus the Uguay. So
the Uguay, the King Hydras.
you found a Leviathan.
Fucking Leviathan, that was crazy.
Yeah. Those are rare in your waters.
Mm-hmm.
Leviathans are rare in your waters. Uguays don't exist in your waters. If you do, you probably will die. So. And the King Hydra that you found there's more of them.
Found where they come from.
You found where they come from, the Blood Sea.
As
Or
we
you
make
think
the
that one
pose.
was. But
Well, we have an idea of where they come from now.
yeah, an idea. You think they come from this ocean, you think. Or you think maybe they're hiding in yours.
That'd be terrifying.
Mm-hmm. I mean, a legend starts somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
But anyhow, and so the crew would rejoin after this first day, and discuss what was found and everything, and start rolling this boat for a year, upgrading their boat, printing out materials, and finding places that are safe. You think are safe. You think this place is somewhat safe nowadays. As all the people are gone now, you guys are the only people here, pretty much. But every so often you do make your voyages when you can. You sail around Arcanux and go to another end where another pier is, and you look around and you look, eventually finding some people here and there.
Stories for another time, though.
Stories for another time, another year, another month, another few months maybe.
Whenever you have it ready to go,
Whenever that
please
one
take your time.
I have to prepare another continent.
That is why I say take your time.
Yeah, I think for this one to actually happen, I'm gonna actually have to make the time skip happen. So once the campaigns are caught up, I will probably do that. Which will probably be a few of them. If that ever happens. But what I can at least tell you is Ballyhoo will make a comeback in some weird way.
He will return.
He will return in Avengers Endgame. I can tell you that I'm probably gonna give you like a summary of what you find and what you can decide to do, with some findings and stuff.
Sounds
No.
good.
And that will shape your character in the years to come. year to
Sounds
come.
good.
I know it's a bit of a weird ending to be left at.
Nope, I think it's perfect because I
Yeah.
imagine him at the end of this day, once they've discovered all that they could, he just goes out to the end of the pier, sits down, starts fishing.
Yep. I know it's a bit of a weird ending. You probably thought it'd be like, oh yeah, you found a new continent with a bunch of people.
The plot thickens.
The plot thickens and twists. I'm Night Shyamalan. Not the good one.
Unexpected plot twist.
But no, it was one of those things I thought about, and I was like, wait, Arcanauts is one of those places that I don't have that
What
are
can we do? Anything you want.
anything I want. Well, Arcanauts
This is
is
your world.
Arcanauts was an old name I thought about a long time ago. And the mystery thickens because there's a lot of things that go into it.
Hmm.
The other campaigns will probably figure out, not this one, but you'll probably figure it out. And that you'll probably learn the language here, and you'll probably be able to read after a while too.
Definitely would take the time to learn the local language, so it would be easier to, find hints and tips as to where stuff is going and what is on.
Yeah, you will. That'll take a few months to learn. You'll learn it. You pick it up as you learn. You're like, oh shoot, okay, that sign says that. That sign says this. And you just kind of get familiar with things you recognize before. You're like, oh, we have those signs back in like dark water and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because oddly enough, this place is similar to back home. In some weird way. It all forms a circle. Yeah, good job. You made it. You survived.
That we did.
Yeah, you did.
That we did.
Sorry, it was a short session. But yeah, that's it.
Nah, it's good.
I told you it'd be kind of short though today, so
Yeah. It's good.
it's all good. Now you get to play, you get to do video games and dinner.
Dinner is currently in the works.
Oh, there you go. It is almost dinner time for you. Okay. Anyhow, if you have any questions for me, I'd be happy to ask. Because I know some of the things I'm gonna write in the summary, so you can just ask away.
I can't think of anything.
Is Ballyhoo gonna grow a beard? If you want him to.
That remains to be seen.
Is he ever gonna get a pirate hat? Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
Does Ballyhoo get a girlfriend? Maybe. If he plays his cards right.
I did say I might flirt with the waitress, the barmaid.
Do you want her to be? Do you want her to be your girlfriend after a year? I can see how that goes.
I think I don't know. I really don't.
Human contact's a very or humanoid contact. I wouldn't say human because not all of these people are human. Humanoid contact is a scarcity now.
Yeah.
Until you finally meet people, which you will. You will meet a few people here and there who will tell you their stories and stuff as well. I can at least tell you here there are big beasts here.
And we may find them.
I know you will find them. As this place is now more with nature, there are now beasts that roam around the places.
Travis would love it here. Nature
Travis-
everywhere. Giant monsters to fight.
Mm-hmm. That's what Ballyhoo thinks. I only met that Tavis guy for a bit, but I think he'd love it here.
He seemed wild.
You seem
very in tune with nature. Just like, it was weird.
You like to sleep outside.
He did.
He would often
He
sleep
does.
He does. He would often. When I met him at the when we all went back to the tavern that one time, he for some reason just stood outside and slept with his eyes open.
Alright, I think I'm gonna dip.
Yeah, alrighty, bud. Thanks for coming. Thanks for playing.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing. I was gonna write. Oh yeah, you're gonna meet an adventure god. Not meet. You're gonna discover an adventure god. That's gonna be a thing.
A tale for the future.
Tale for the future, which will probably do like a when that time comes, the year skip will happen. It'll just be like a flashback of things that happen within the summary. And also all the crewmates die. I'm kidding. God, that would be
Always
so
fun.
that would be so sad. Imagine just
It would be.
they all die and Bally was left alone. It's like I'm alone here.
Well, if that be
Yeah.
the case, time to swim back across the ocean.
I think you'd learn how to probably navigate a boat in a year. Not be about this
Oh,
big.
this size?
Yeah,
No.
but this size probably not. Yeah, but like a smaller
I'd need to
boat.
get a fucking crew together and teach them how to fucking do that.
Just teach Shofa everything. He'll do everything himself.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to be here anymore.
Wanted to go home. Gets home.
Don't want to
Home
be
is in
home anymore.
ruins.
All right. Well then, good session. I'm gonna end the stream. Goodbye, stream.
Yeah, we will talk.